Our Pinoy friends, and we are in the heart of the big city, ENDERUN colleges over here at Mattingly Hill for another action-packed day for the Pinoyliga Cup Next Man Cup, presented to us by the Shawarma Shack, which is bringing you the action with the one and only college insider, Naveen Gangran. Naveen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chris. Excited that we finally get paired up for a game. Should be a good one this afternoon. We have some Bella against UST. Two very storied collegiate programs for their respective leagues with true and key players.
Right, and speaking of matchups, we already said that we will be having the San Red Lions against the UST GROWLING TIGERS. And let's see if this matchup will live up to its billing as we turn you over to our final announcer, Alvin Anyada, for the starting lineup.
Kabazin na ako. Patutok na ako.
Now let's meet the stars. First, what a sudden red wins. What's like everyone? Alabama. Chicago University, RC Pinoyliga. Central University, Joel Celso. Small forward, Pinoyliga. And power forward, Pinoyliga. Coaching the Red Lions is Alvin Santos. And now let's meet the stars for the UST GROWLING TIGERS. The program will run as special. Shooting up from the high stack and Jake. Center for Tank, All-Star. Power forward is Ashton Andrews. And small forward overscore, SBU. Coaching the Tigers is now Stuart.
Strong Forward pass. 3-pointer left. No good.
Now the song number 12 and take that is first, one of the Tigers to the for UST GROWLING.
About 6.
will come over the line and take substitution for the
Second pursuit for Pamora. Mag for 3, no good. Robinson. Or the penalty.
The Growling Tigers. Para stepping in front. Stepping inside.
Take the free throw. Thrown it. The free throw save for Cuba. 13-12. 3 minutes remaining in the score. Albuena breaks. Back to on in the
to get an easy two, and then they're hitting the open corner three-pointer.
SJ Moore skying high for that layup. The typical SJ Moore shot.
And see, that's why for a player like SJ Moore, playing in the Pinoyliga can be really good. Here he can get more shot attempts, look to be more aggressive, build confidence in his game, and long term that's going to be great for his development.
He'll be ready to show off those moves come the UAAP season this year. And Tonkara being assessed here with an offensive foul.
And it looks like he might get a warning as well.
Let's see.
Or a technical, let's see. A warning.
He will be assessed with a warning too. Coaching staff of the UST Growling Tigers shouting out directions.
I think they were telling Tonkara, let it go, let
Yes.
it go, move on to the next play. Because he looked like he was starting to lose his cool there a little bit. And given the pressure defense Anbeda's playing with, it's happening to the whole team as De Makulangan shoots an air ball.
Reminding the players to play intelligently. 1 minute 45 seconds. Jeremy Robinson. Battered by Etulye. SJ Moore now. Jeremy Robinson. 10 seconds to shoot. Etulye, good defense now. Escobedo. 5 seconds to shoot. One-handed jumper. Tonkara. Upstairs, left-handed lay-in is good.
And that's why you tell your players, let it go, move on to the next play. Because Tungkara has a size advantage against the San Beda front line.
Wala na yun eh. Tapos na yun eh.
Exactly. And that time you saw it. Got the offensive rebound, patient, turnaround. And that's an offensive foul on Sahonia.
Sahonia being called for that offensive foul. Warded off his defender to create space.
And Sahonia that time wondering why he got called for the offensive foul when he also got hit on the face. And yes, he did get hit on the face, but before getting hit, he warded off with his left arm, I believe it was. And the refs are always going to catch that if you make it that obvious.
In Tagalog, call that the huli pero hindi kulong.
Oo, tama.
Huling-huli.
But UST here has to work on improving their ball security against the San Beda defense.
58 seconds remaining. Escobedo now. Being gathered by Halbuena. Jeremy Robinson, 10 seconds to shoot. Colin Di Makulangan. Jeremy Robinson pull up from the three-point area, and that's good.
And there you can see the raw talent and skills and abilities of one Jeremy Robinson.
The LSU's loss might be the gain of UST. 27 seconds remaining. Etulye. No good. Good box outing underneath, but Halbuena will be called
Foul on Suba. And
rather.
because UST's in the penalty, that means free throws for San Beda.
Giro Sevilla now being fielded in by Coach Japs Kuwan for the last 20 seconds of this first quarter. They lead by 5, 20 to 15.
And that's an example, partner, of why you need to have better awareness of time, game situation. Because 20 seconds left on the clock, you got the defensive stop. The last thing you want to do is award easy points at the foul line to the opponent and also allow an easy offensive rebound.
Let's see here. Second serving here for San Beda, last 15 seconds. Colin Di Makulangan for 3, and it's good again. His second for this game.
That's now 8 points in this game for Colin Di Makulangan.
But then that's the wise move there by Jeremy Robinson. Pasabit move from the free throw to the three-point line with 0.9 remaining. Silly foul there.
Yes, San Beda coach Andre not happy, looking at the referees, laughing, and was like, bail out, bail out. And who knows if he has a point or not? We'd have to see the replay, but definitely not a good development for San Beda with 0.9 seconds left in the first quarter.
They had the Jeremy Robinson in good defensive stop there. Robinson forced that issue, but he missed 2 free throws.
I think he made 2, partner. And he's up to 7. If I am not mistaken, that's now 8 points for Robinson as well.
8 points. And that will be it. And we are back here at the ENDERUN colleges for the Pinoyliga Cup, Next Man Cup. And Naveen, we have some trivia here for the UST Growling Tigers. I think these are the prize recruits here.
Yes.
For the UST.
Indeed. You know, Mark Lemit, June Melesio, the younger brother of
and
former
we are back
Green
here
Archer,
at the
Alvin
ENDERUN
Melesio.
colleges for the
We're seeing
Pinoyliga
Robinson
Cup,
in action
Next Man
today,
Cup.
Estacio,
And Naveen, we have
Andrews, Paranada,
trivia
Padrigal
here
probably
for
available
the
in the next
UST
game for
Growling
UST.
Tigers.
Isaac Danteng
I
had a
think
big
this
game
is,
last time
these are
against
the prize
DLSU
recruits
Peter
here,
Osang.
for the UST.
One of the new
Indeed,
FSA
indeed.
recruits,
You know, Mark
of
Lemit, June Melesio,
UST,
the younger brother of
Jason
former Green
Suba.
Archer
We've seen him in
Algin
action
Melesio.
today.
We're seeing
So,
Robinson
like we've
in
mentioned
action
today,
today,
a lot of
Estacio,
interesting talent
Andrews,
for the Growling Tigers.
Paranada, Padrigal,
And
probably
the sky is the
available
limit
in the
for
next
them.
game for UST.
Isaac
Season
Danteng had a
87
big game
onward.
last time
And if you
against
want to see
DLSU
these
Peter
talents,
Osang.
what their wares,
One of the new
troop
FSA
over here
recruits
at the
of
Enderun colleges
UST,
for only 100
Jason
pesos.
Suba. We've seen him in action
Day
today.
pass.
So, like we've mentioned, a
You will
lot of
be-
interesting talent for the Growling Tigers, and the sky is the limit for them beginning season 87 onward.
And if you want to see these talents strut their wares, troop over here at the Enderun colleges for only 100 pesos day pass. You will be able to see these rising stars or recruits of the different colleges and university strut their stuff here in the Pinoyliga Cup Next Man Cup, presented to us by the Shawarma Shack. Second quarter here now underway. UST Growling Tigers leading the San Beda University Red Lions 22-19. Naveen, what adjustments can Coach Andres Santos do in order to more or less improve their performance here in this game?
Well, the pressure defense in the first period was really good, but they need to be able to have controlled aggression, and by that I mean don't into penalty situation early, and plays such as this that leads to an open three-pointer. Patience with the offense, looking to move the ball more rather than taking contested pull-ups could be good because it allows them to set their defense as well.
Good start here for the Red Lions. Cyrus Mina with that three-point shot on the part of UST. We have Leila Estacio opening the scoring here for UST in the second quarter with a score underneath.
You
Celso.
can see the ball moving quicker for San Beda, going east to west, hoping to find an opening.
Giro Sevilla pull up three, no good. At Tulye for the rebound. Oh, Kalimag couldn't handle the rock at the corner, but ball will stay with San Beda as Leila Estacio touches it last.
The UST bench, unsurprisingly, not pleased with that last decision by the referee. It looked like it went off Kalimag, but maybe the referee saw something. As another basket is in for Mina.
Mina now 5 points. Quick 5 points to open this third quarter for San Beda. Jeremy Robinson against Etulye. Leila Estacio. 8 minutes, 33 seconds. Kicks it out to Giro Sevilla. 3-point attempt. Still no good for Sevilla. Kalimag corner. We are back in action. We're in the second quarter of this matchup between the UST Growling Tigers and the San Beda University. Ngayon naman, tignan naman natin ang mga recruits ng mga Leon ng Mendiola. Naveen, sino-sino ang mga ito?
So we've seen the Kalimags in action today. Same also for Brian.
And we are
Sahonia
back
from
in
FEU,
action.
Kalimag,
We're in the
RC
second
from
quarter
UP,
of
Richie
this
from
matchup
UST,
between
Joe
the UST
Selva from
Growling
FEU,
Tigers and
Tolentino
the San
from
Beda
CEU,
University.
Colin Di
Ngayon
Macolangan
naman,
from
tignan naman natin
UPIS,
ang mga recruits
Penny
ng
Estacio from
mga Leon ng
DLSU, not in
Mendiola.
action
Naveen,
today as he
sino-sino ang
recovers
mga ito?
from
So we've seen the
illness.
Kalimags in action
And
today.
Bismarck Lina from
Same
UP,
also
the
for
big
Brian
man,
Sahonia from FEU,
currently in
Kalimag,
rehab,
RC
looking
from
to
UP,
recover
Richie
from
from UST,
a few injuries.
Joe
The
Selva
hope is
from
he will be
FEU,
ready for the
Tolentino
season
from
from
CEU,
CEU. Colin Di Macolangan
And,
from UPIS. Penny Estacio from DLSU, not in action today as he recovers from an illness. And Bismarck Lina from UP, the big man, currently in rehab, looking to recover from a few injuries. The hope is he will be ready for season 100.
And the San Beda Red Lions, no? Being stacked here for the next season, as we see Estacio.
San Beda in a 2-3 zone defense right now.
Jeremy Robinson, corner 3, and that's good.
He is on fire. That's a third three-pointer by Robinson. He was also foul shooting a three-pointer earlier to end the first quarter. As we get another foul on Tongtara.
That was a good timeout there by Coach Jap Skuan, addressing some adjustments, and Jeremy Robinson delivering quickly from the corner. 17 seconds to shoot for San Beda Red Lions. 7 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the second quarter of this first game. Tongtara getting a mouthful there. Kalimag, one-hander. No good. Peter Osang inside, recovers the possession for UST. Leyland Estacio now creating the offense against Kalimag. Peter Osang. Leyland Estacio, no good.
Good move, just couldn't get the basket to go in.
Joe Celso for the rebound. Llanera now. Back to Celso, hands it off to Kalimag. Llanera using that Etulia screen. Corner 3 from Zyros Mina is now 8 points in this game. Good bunot here by Coach Andre Santos.
On fire, and again, that corner shot for the Red Lions. They're making it a point to spread the ball around, get it there to the corner. And of course, Coach, the corner is actually the closest for the three-point area to the rim. And it's a valuable weapon to be used.
So there, Leyland Estacio for the UST Growling Tigers. 6 minutes, 42 seconds remaining. 21 seconds to shoot. Etulie. But UST recovers. Estacio drives strong. And he will be fouled. He has the opportunity to score beyond the strike.
And that's a talent of Estacio right there. That's
Pinoyliga Cup number 1.
Pinoyliga Cup number 1. Pinoyliga Cup number 1. Pinoyliga Cup number 1.
Pinoyliga Cup number 1. Pinoyliga Cup number 1.
And as you have mentioned earlier in our pre-game, Naveen, the previous game of UST was a big win against the DLSU Green Archers last February 3 with Isaac Danting scoring 19 points, drilling in
And as you have mentioned earlier in our pre-game, Naveen,
exactly,
great performance from the
game
thing.
of
Ashton
UST
Andrews,
was
Jeremy Robinson
big
played
win
well
against,
also.
the DLSU
And
Green
overall, what
Archers
a
last
run by
February
UST there
3
in the fourth quarter to extend the lead.
Isaac
DLSU
Danting
went on a rally
scoring 19
later on,
points,
but it just came up
drilling
short.
in 5 3-point
A lot
shots
of
and,
potential, and you know what? For this
getting
tournament right now, Exactly, UST should be great considered one of the
performance from the
favorites
thing.
to win. Ashton Andrews, Jeremy
And
Robinson
as
played
we are
well
speaking
also.
about
And overall, what a run by UST there in the fourth quarter to extend the lead. DLSU went on a rally later on, but it just came up short.
and
A
as-
lot of potential, and you know what? For this tournament right now, UST should be considered one of the favorites to win.
And as we are speaking about Danting, he's now fielded in back by Coach Jap Skuan together with Melencio, June Melencio, another recruit. Oh, nice interception there by June Melencio. Ball now will be turned over to the UST Growling Tigers with 6 minutes 26 seconds remaining.
Yes, great effort that time by Melesio. He hasn't earned a lot of playing time so far yet, but this is an opportunity for him to show the head coach of UST, Coach Pido, and the other coaches that he deserves the chance to shine.
He will be called there. The foul will be called against Ash Andrews. Foul away from the ball, but the pressure defense of the UST Growling Tigers set up here as Red Lions are inbounding. 6 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. Full court press now for UST. Broken by the Red Lions. Hamora now. Mina. That's good for Joe Celso underneath. Peter Osan can do anything. 31 all is our score. Ash Andrews. Jun Melencio. Gives it back to Estacio. Peter Osang with that strong screen. Estacio, pull-up jumper is good.
Great move. Noticed that the defender was giving him the space for the pull-up. Took what the defense gave him and converted.
Napakasimple ng basketball para dito si Leila de Estacio. No? Good recognition, playing intelligently. 10 seconds to shoot now. Son Kuya will be called for a traveling violation. 5 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in our first half. 33-31. UST holding that slim lead against the San Bede Red Lions. Estacio now foul downstairs, and it will go against Hamora. Jun Melesio. Peter Osang gives it back to Leyland Estacio. Isaac Danting.
And a second offensive foul here on Action Andrews. Not too happy with that last call. He felt like he was the one who was hit in the upper chest area, but the referee saw it differently.
Those little mishaps, no, can cost UST, no, if we will go down the wire in this close game.
And both teams here in the second quarter doing a better job keeping off the foul trouble. Last quarter, early on pa lang, it seemed like both squads were in the penalty. Now this time around, just a combined 5 team fouls so far. Well, make that 6. Interestingly, Coach Chris, we haven't seen RC Kalimag come back in the game yet since the start of the first quarter when he was subbed out early for Sahonia. Perhaps that's because Coach Andre liking what he's seeing from his bench so far in this game.
So that Kalimag will be preserved later if push comes to shove, no, in this close game. Mina again, no good there. San Beda's second opportunity. Hamora now. Richie Kalimag against Estacio.
And an offensive foul will be called on the Red Lions.
Offensive foul will be called against Joe Celso, number 33, for the San Beda Red Lions.
UST's done a better job this quarter taking care of the basketball compared to the first period.
They're playing more composed compared earlier. Dylan Estacio going strong to the basket, and he will be rewarded with a trip to the free throw line.
And you like the aggressiveness out of Estacio because he knows that he has the height advantage against his defenders from the San Beda side. Yes, exactly.
Explosive first step.
Exactly, and because he's so big, because he's pretty tall, playing the point right now, he's able to get away from his defenders easily. He's so quick. That quick first step, like you said, Coach Chris, allowing him to get into the paint and allowing him to get decent shot attempts.
Pag naiwan ka na itong bata na to, wala na eh. No?
Yes.
Very last option will be fouling him upstairs, getting an N1 or...
Yes, and you know, he's a first-timer for UST, but he's not a first-timer playing basketball at this level. He has experience, so he knows how to attack opposing defenders.
Good pick up there by the Growling Tigers, getting an experienced player in the person of Leila Estacio. Hamora now, step back.
Di Makulangan back in the game. He already has 8 points today.
Hawkins inside against Peter Osang.
Good decision
the door is
to
closed.
kick it out.
3-pointer there, no good. Banco for that rebound. Leila Estacio. But there is action underneath. Hawkins fouling Peter Osang for the Red Lions, which plays
35 to 31
Osang makes his first free throw.
And we are back here at the ENDERUN Colleges, 3 minutes 57 seconds remaining, as we see here Osang at the free throw line.
Yes, like we mentioned, he has a good shooting stroke, makes the first free throw, makes the second free throw as well. And you know,
Shooters bounce there for Peter Osang.
yes, this Osang Tongkara, I don't want to call it a battle because they're teammates, but only one of them can be the FSA for UAAP Season 87. And I think right now you can make the case that Osang has proved that maybe he deserves a spot a little bit more.
And good one-handed shot there by Cyrus Llanera, being fouled upstairs.
And that's a big shot for San Beda, considering UST had built the lead up to 6. And we saw in UST's game against LaSalle last weekend that once they build a lead, they push the pace, they keep running, they keep trying to build it, and San Beda can't allow the Growling Tigers to pull away. What a sequence for San Beda. They have the opportunity to get
Another
5 points in like a
play opportunity here, this time for Son Kuya.
Much, not pushing the pace when they need to. And look, San Beda has a speed advantage. They are the smaller team. But if you look at UST's size, athleticism, they just need a few good minutes of consistent two-way play, and they have the chance to build a lead. But credit San Beda, they're not allowing the Growling Tigers to pull away from them.
Which is why San Beda is within striking distance, 37 to 36, 3 minutes 21 seconds remaining, and Peter Osang, that hard drive move inside, getting fouled.
And you can see UST trying to make it a point to get to the paint, attacking, penetrating, because they do have the size advantage. And with San Beda in the penalty, that's a good opportunity for the Growling Tigers to put points on the board.
As you have said earlier, Davin, Peter Osang making his case to be the official foreign student athlete of the UST Growling Tigers. And aside from the skill level disparity that we are seeing between him and Tunkara, the maturity level of Peter Osang, being calm in tough situation, and like Tunkara here being taught still being developed by the coaching staff between him and.
But UST has Final Four aspirations this season, and that's why I think right now Osang might be their choice. He's a little more composed than Tongkara, I would say.
We can say that he's already born ready for the wars of the UAAP next season, as we now see Cyrus Llanera at the line now for 2 free throws. Both teams now in the penalty. 3 minutes remaining in our first half of this first game of the Pinoyliga Cup Next Man Cup.
Another offensive rebound allowed by UST off a missed free throw.
Box outing problem there. Colin Di Maculangan 3-point shot, no good. Peter Osang forward pass to SJ Moore. SJ Moore loses the ball, and Colin Di Maculangan now for the Sabela Lions. And
a technical foul on the UST assistant coach, and if he's not careful here, this might be 2 technical fouls.
2 technical fouls now will be called against the assistant coach of UST Growling Tigers. As you can hear it in the background, very livid
And a
protesting
very
his case.
animated discussion, so to say. Of course, the referee is trying to keep control of situation here. You know, when it comes to basketball, emotions can run high for the players, for the fans, for the coaches as well. Sometimes it's even harder for the coaches, no, partner, because
Yes.
they're the ones instructing. They're as competitive as the players are.
If only they can play, no?
But
and
they
address the situation.
But see, they're not the ones in the court letting those emotions and that competitive fury come out with physicality. They have to stay in the bench, and more often than not, they're the ones who have to stay composed. Actually,
Composed and rational.
exactly. But you know, sometimes the competitive fire it comes out.
That wanting to win, that fire to win.
Yes, exactly. And you know, people will say, off season lang naman. You know, a game is a game. When you're a competitor, whether you're a coach, whether you're a player,
In whatever league that you're into,
yeah,
you compete.
when you're a competitor, you're competing all the time. You know, you don't turn that switch off.
So Kuya fumbling that pass. 2 minutes 31 seconds remaining. 39-37.
Exactly.
UST still leads the game.
A pretty decent scoring game for a collegiate game with 2.5 left here in the second period.
See the competitive level here in the Pinoyliga Cup. Players here come to play. Osang spin move, no good.
Good defense that time.
Amora now, zigzagging. Etulia to foul.
Or turnover maybe?
Turnover for San Beda Red Lions. 2 minutes 6 seconds remaining. Escobedo now in for the Growling Tigers. Robinson out. Leila Estacio now against Lianera, Cyrus Lianera. Peter Osang up top. Drives hard, soars, and he will be met by 2 white shirts upstairs for a foul.
And that time, Osang attacking the defense of Peregrina. Osang had the height advantage, but he was all the way out in the perimeter. So you think maybe Peregrina can contain him by poking the ball, using his speed advantage. But no, Osang, athletic first step, getting to the rim right away, missing the first free throw. But you're seeing the potential in Peter Osang.
The maturity there to recognize the mismatch and attack the basket, use that mismatch to his advantage. That's the edge of Peter Osang right now. And he made the second free throw.
And interestingly, when he takes his free throw, Coach Chris, hindi siya sa gitna ng free throw line.
Sa side
He
eh.
goes all
Sa
the way
right.
to the right side, maybe trying to get a better balance because he's a lefty. And that should be interesting to watch moving forward.
Amora now, 3-point shot is good.
San Beda's 3-point shooting has really kept them competitive in this game. And that's without the Kalimag brothers or Sahonia getting going yet. So a lot to be encouraged about if you're a San Beda fan watching this contest.
Bench responding the call of Coach Andres Santos. Game now is tied at 40 all, 1 minute 28 seconds remaining. UST Growling Tigers now inbounding the ball. Peter Osang cutting in the middle. Being bothered by Mina. SJ Moore, pull-up jumper, it's good.
Again, Great decision that time by SJ Moore. Rather than forcing the action in the paint, pulled up for the open jumper and made a shot.
And there will be an offensive foul to be called against Maynard Sonbuya.
And guess who picked up that offensive foul? SJ Moore, right after making the jump shot, got back down on defense, tried to get out to the shooter, and picked up the offensive foul.
That's what you will get from an SJ Moore, very intelligent player. Out from the program of Barellano High School in the juniors. Leila Nestasio now, 59 seconds. Escobedo in the corner, being bothered by Mina. Escobedo, Peter Osang at the post, and he will be fouled by Kevin Peregrina downstairs. 2 free throws up for Peter Osang.
Coach Andre not happy at all. I don't think either of the coaching staffs are too thrilled with how the game's being officiated right now. But at the same time, too, you have to understand where the referees are coming from, because yun nga, the pressure defense being played by both teams have been very aggressive. And to a certain, you can allow that aggression to a certain point, but also you need to be able to keep that down so it doesn't get too aggressive.
Very different angles, no? It's a very different coming from the angle of the referee, coming
Yes.
from that on the play angle.
Yes. I think Osang is now 7 out of 8 from the foul line.
That's good percentage. Peregrina with a screen and the roll. Kick it out to Hamora. Corner 3. Malakas. Peter Osang. SJ Moore saving the possession. No good there.
And that time, good intentions by SJ Moore, trying to get the ball back after missing the shot. But because he was, again, a little too aggressive, he sent Sanbeda to the free throw line. And that's how quickly things can swing in basketball, coach, right? 1 minute, you think you're on top, you have the chance to push the lead to 6. You miss a shot, you get too aggressive. And let's see what Sanbeda does here now.
Frustration move there by SJ Moore, fouling Etulia. Last 23.8 seconds in this first half of this tightly contested match between San Bernardino Red Lions and the UST Growling Tigers. And timeout here will be called by Coach Jap Skuan to map out the last 23 seconds. We'll be right back. At the ENDERUN colleges for first half of the action between UST GROWLING Tigers against the San Beda University Red Lions. Last 23.8 seconds of the first half. Naveen, anong umiikot ngayon sa isip ni Coach Jap Skuan? Anong dapat ipagawa niya for the last 23.8 seconds?
Well, I think they're going to try to attack the paint again. Like we've mentioned all game long, UST has the size advantage, particularly in the interior, and San Beda's in penalty situation. So, picking up a foul with an aggressive move to the rim or crashing the boards, especially considering UST's making their free throws today, that can turn out to be a good way for the Growling Tigers to end this half. But of course, look, 24 seconds left on the game clock, essentially same as the shot clock. So it's also important for UST to make sure this is the last possession of the second quarter.
And milk the clock and make the most of that timeout call by Coach Jap Skuan. Leila Nestasio, 15 seconds remaining on UST for this half. Directing the offense. Suba. SJ Moore, corner 3. Malakas. Escobedo, second serving. No good. And that would be it for the first half of action. We have the University of Santo Tomas Growling Tigers leading 44-41 against the San Beda Red Lions. We will be right back after this halftime break.
press pack.
And we are at halftime, 44-41. UST GROWLING Tigers leading the San Beda University Red Lions. And we have an interview with our college insider, Naveen Ganglani, with the two GROWLING Tigers.
Hello everyone, we are now joined by UST GROWLING Tigers, Kyle Paranada and Fortsky Padrigao. Not in action today, but still taking in the action as UST is in a tight game against San Beda. Boys, what are your analysis so far of the first half?
I think both teams are well. It's a good game to watch right now, and I think just both teams are competing well.
Fortsky, why is UST on top so far?
So far, kasi we were running our lanes and they were doing a good job in transition. They're converting their free throws, but on the other end, we're fouling too much as well. So I think that's what we need to adjust coming second half.
So, obviously the excitement for Season 87 for UST is there, and leagues such as Pinoyliga gives the GROWLING Tigers an opportunity to work with each other. So far, on a scale of 1 to 5, let's say, how high is the chemistry building already within your team?
I'll say 4 right now. I think we're rolling right now as a team. We're probably like last year we're like a 2, but now we're a 4. We practice every day, work out every day, so we're forming good. I'll say 4.
For me, I'll give it a 3. We know each other, but then as a team playing, we're still not there. So we need to improve on. We're still in the early stages of our preparation, so we still have more time to prepare. Yes.
Fortsky, you won a championship in the UAAP with Ateneo. Kyle, you were competitive with UE before. You guys know what it takes to win in the UAAP, in the big stages. So how does a league like this help you guys develop those winning habits so that you can ultimately be competitive when it matters the most?
Just playing together, and it's just good runs for us, to prepare for UAP. So just playing together.
Well, for me, it really benefits our rookies, our young guys to get this kind of exposure. So come UAP, they will be ready. But we know it's still different in the UAP, but at least they still get their reps here, can do their mistakes here, can improve here. So this is how integral this league is for us.
For those who want to know when you two will be in action again for the GROWLING Tigers, do you have an answer yet?
I'll play next week.
Yeah, hopefully next week, the next game next week. Yeah.
All right, I know it's early, but as of now, UST, are you guys a Final Four team in Season 87?
I'll say we are. I'll for sure say we are. We have the pieces.
So what else makes you confident that you guys can compete against the best?
Just the players we have and the coaches around us, So if we all combine and play as a team, then I think we could be Final Four.
Fortsky, 2 championships at 2 different schools?
That's a goal. I hope so. With the right system, with the right coaches, right players, I hope we can make it. That's it.
Everybody, that was Fortsky Padrigao and Kyle Paranada. Watch out for them soon. They'll be in action again.
Thank you very much, our college insider, Naveen Ganglani, with that interview with Fortsky Padrigao and Kyle Paranada. Halftime stats now. Let's see. 41-44. UST leads. Di naman po nagkakalayo ang stats. Both teams making their work out in row line. 11 out of 21 for UST, 12 out of 28 for San Beda Red Lions. Rebounding department being controlled here by San Beda, 17-14. Maganda ikot ng bola na
Yes. San
Beda, no, with 9
assists on 12 made field goals.
Doing a good defensive job with 3 steals and 2 blocks.
Exactly. Landon Estacio, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. For San Beda naman, Mina leading the way with 7 points. I think worth noting then, no? San Beda, despite being the smaller team, out-rebounding UST so far, 17-14. And that's one of the reasons why when you look at the shot attempts, 28 field goal opportunities already for the Red Lions. UST naman, 11 out of 21. but they are still on top with the lead, in part because they have shot better from the free throw line. I think UST is 18 out of 21 from the stripe, while
Yes.
San Beda only 9 out of 17.
We remember in the first half those offensive rebounding sequences there, giving San Beda Red Lions second chances to score. And their top performer at the half is Cyrus Mina, who came off the bench,
Yes,
scoring
yes.
7 points, contributing greatly for Coach Andre Santos as we go underway here for the third quarter of this Pinoyliga Cup Next Man Cup, presented to us by the Shawarma Shack.
You know, interestingly, Coach Chris, still no RC Kalimag in this game. He was subbed out early in the first period after picking up a foul. Hasn't returned yet. Richie Kalimag not in the game as well. UST starting the third quarter in disappointing fashion with a backcourt violation.
Coach Japs Guan would only scratch his head with that turnover.
I wish I could find out what he's saying to himself right now. Probably not the nicest thoughts.
Not good for free TV either.
So sloppy start for both teams. San Beda also turning the ball over to start the third period.
Good defense there, interior defense by UST, forcing Joe Celso to commit that traveling violation.
And to
9
those
minutes, 44
12
seconds
points,
remaining.
Robinson, I believe, has 8 himself.
Two players making the case for themselves in cracking Team A next season. Sahonya out to Kyle Hamora for that elbow three-point shot.
What?
We're now tied at 44.
What a play for San Beda. You heard the bench cheering right after they made that shot. Drop defense. Sahonya got the defense to commit, including the low man help defender, which left the corner open for Hamora to hit a three-pointer.
UST being tentative here. Turnover. Albuena. Sahonya using that Celso screen. Celso. Sahonya dropping it to Celso.
Wow.
Good two-man game for the two Red Lions. Lamang na po.
You
Ang
know,
San Beda University Red Lions 46-44.
I think people will be surprised by how great Sahonya is at creating for teammates, as Osang with a great move to the rim, using that athleticism once again and that speed. Sahonya in that last sequence getting two defenders to commit to him once he got both feet in the paint and then dished it to the open man.
Sahonya, great find here for San Beda. Offensive machine and defensive-minded point guard had created some turnover against UST this game.
Osang now 8 out of 9 from the foul stripe, partner, and
Good
that's big
free throws
for
too.
an FSA, yes.
Albuena now kicks out to Etulle. Corner three, and that's good. You know, Navin, no?
And
The
you,
three-point shot keeps
Yes.
this San Beda Red Lions afloat in this game, giving back them the lead. 49-47, 8 minutes remaining in this third quarter.
exactly, and once again, that corner, San Beda really making an effort to get the ball in the corner as Andrews scores in the paint. He's a good finisher when he gets close to the rim.
Unselfish move there by Leila Nestasio, dropping a pass to Ash Andrews underneath. We're tied at 49 all, 7 minutes, 38 seconds remaining, 17 seconds to shoot. San Beda Red Lions, Sahonya drops two.
So
Celso.
interestingly, UST that time switching each ball screen action by San Beda. They had been at drop with Osang waiting for the offensive player near the paint. But because San Beda had scored a few consecutive possessions, it looks like they're switching it up, talking about the Growling Tigers.
Ash Andrews being taken out here by Coach Japs Kuwan, as he has already incurred his fourth personal foul.
And to those who have just tuned into the game, we want to remind everyone we actually had a really entertaining halftime interview with Fortsky Padragao and Kyle Paranada of the Growling Tigers. So check that out after this game. Both aren't playing today, unfortunately, but they should be in action soon.
Those two prize recruits there by the Growling Tigers being waited by the Obashan community. And this player has so much passion driving in the middle. Leila Estacio scoring. Amora now, drop pass, block upstairs. Good interior defense now for the UST, creating wonders. Estacio, SJ Moore, 3-point shot, and that's good.
Fantastic work by Estacio. Last possession, getting to the rim, using his floater to score before the defense can get to him, and then pushing the pace, finding the open man. And here's UST forcing another turnover, 3-on-1 break.
Coach Andre Santos has seen enough. He will talk things over. 56-50, the lead of UST against the San Beda Red Lions. We will be right back.
Pinoyliga Cup, number 1.
Pinoyliga Cup number 1.
Pinoyliga Cup, number 1.
Pinoyliga Cup number 1.
Pinoyliga Cup, number 1.
Pinoyliga Cup number 1.
Different colleges, and on your screens is the previous game of San Beda Red Lions. They won over St. Dominic College of Asia last January 13, 74-67.
Exactly, and a good performance by RC Kalimag with 23 points. That's why it's surprising that we haven't seen much of him yet in this game, partner. And maybe it's because the other players are stepping up, but I'm very curious why that's been the case.
Really find out later. Let's ask Coach Andre Santos as they are now back on the floor. The white shirts of San Beda Red Lions.
Big time shot by Brian Sahonia. Just when UST again threatened to pull away, increase the lead, Sahonia hits a shot and gets fouled as well. So let's see if San Beda can get back in this contest.
Brian Sahonia having that awareness for that landing spot foul. He drills that bonus free throw shot. Cuts the lead now to 3. 56-52. SJ Moore forcing the issue. Drops to Osang. No good. SJ Moore second serving.
And that's a good sequence by SJ Moore, using that athleticism to crash the offensive glass. Because of Osang's size, he's going to draw multiple defenders trying to contest him at the rim, and Moore taking advantage of the opening.
Etulia, second 3-point attempt from the corner, no good. 5 minutes 50 seconds remaining. UST Growling Tigers. Estacio. Step back 3. No good. Sahonia now, creating for the Red Lions. Open for the 3, and that's good.
Horrible transition defense by UST. One of the number 1 rules when you're playing defense in transition is to pick up the ball handler early. That time they protected their paint for Sahonia to not attack, but no one picked him up from the 3-point line.
Defensive miscue there for the Growling Tigers. SJ Moore, corner 3, no good. Sahonia now running. Sahonia using that Etulia screen.
The UST bench shouting at the players, corner, corner. They want to make sure that the corner shooter is taken care of.
No good on that attempt by Joe Zelso inside.
Another great find by Sahonia to the open guy though.
4 minutes 46 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 13 seconds to shoot for the yellow shirts, but they lost the ball. Llanera now, Sahonia.
Good patience by Sahonia not to take that shot right away.
Celso giving that screen. Sahonia giving it up to Llanera, but telegraphed by Leyland Estacio. Forward pass to Isaac Danting, and he will go all the way.
Exactly, and that time not a good decision by Sahonia, gambling on the steal in transition rather than playing honest defense to contain Danting, who was wide open for a breakaway layup.
4 minutes, 5 seconds remaining. Llanera now challenging Estacio. Celso, Sahonia. Celso with a screen. Sahonia pulls up for 3, no good.
And remember, the defensive possession is never over until you get the rebound.
Sloppy play there by the Tigers. Peter Osang drops it to Isaac Danting, and he will be rewarded with a bonus free throw for that hoop and harm.
Multiple winning possessions and plays that time by Peter Osang, forcing the turnover, going after the ball, pushing it, saving it from going out of bounds, getting it to the open man. And those are the kind of winning plays that coaches love to see from their players, especially their big men.
Peter Osang getting his well-deserved rest after that action-packed sequence that gave them this opportunity to stretch the lead now.
The Kalimag brothers finally back in the game for San Beda. UST with a 7-point lead, their largest, I believe, of this contest.
Son Kuya now drops off. Kalimag. RC Kalimag. Jumper. Called off the bench. Jeremy Robinson. Waiting for his brothers. Tonkara. Screen. Estacio now. 11 seconds to shoot. Suba. Driving against Kuya. Kalimag. Forcing that shot inside, no good. But regains possession. Richie Kalimag for 3, no good. But possession will be retained by San Beda as one yellow shirt touched the ball last.
Good energy being played by Hawkins so far in this contest, considering he's undersized against the big man Tonkara here. Trying his best to compete with him.
And you can get your offense going, show your worth in other department. Llanera, Tonkara there, turnaround shot. He was battered by the defense of Tonkara.
Tough shot. Looked to pass it to the corner at first, wasn't available, took it himself, couldn't convert.
Jeremy Robinson, on the other hand, for UST, uses the bank on the holiday. 65 to 56 is the count now. UST still leads San Beda. 2 minutes, 14 seconds. Hawkins!
And there's that raw talent that we're talking about. Using the drop step and the fake beforehand to get open and to convert with his offhand. Or rather, his strong hand. He's a lefty.
Hawkins being patient there. Robinson pulls up from the elbow. No good. No rebounders there for UST. Kalimag now. RC Kalimag. Hawkins directing the play. Richie Kalimag being faced by Escobedo. Hawkins in the middle. Son Kuya. 12 seconds to shoot. RC Kalimag. Son Kuya, 3-point shot. No good. Jeremy Robinson rebound for UST.
Messed up offensive play that time for San Beda. Seemed like they didn't exactly know what they wanted to run and the players were guessing on what to do.
Naging standard yung opensa nila, no? Na-bother yung pagpasok nitong mga bagong pumasok sa bench. 1 minute, 13 seconds to shoot. RC Kalimag now. Inside. No foul was called. Hawkins for the second serving. And that is good.
Again, hustle plays, multiple efforts by Hawkins. And he's allowed San Beda to get back in this game rather than UST blowing it out of proportion. RC Kalimag, meanwhile, continues to struggle. I don't think he's hit a shot yet from the field.
Need to find his groove. RC Kalimag. Jeremy Robinson taking it strong, but nothing there.
Aggressiveness out of Jeremy Robinson. First half, we saw him pulling up, hitting three-pointers. This time around, we're seeing him try to get to the paint more to score off the glass. And even if he missed the first shot that time, stayed with the ball, crashed the offensive glass, and he's going to the free throw line.
Quality minutes here being played by Jeremy Robinson at this stretch of this third quarter. 2 free throws in for Jeremy Robinson. 42 seconds remaining for this quarter. Colin Di Maculangan now. RC Kalimag for 3. That's good.
He's a flamethrower. Let's not forget that. RC Kalimag, sometimes all it takes for a shooter is to see the ball go in once to build momentum. And they need him to start scoring.
SJ Moore now, but he traveled. Good defense.
Good intentions by Moore, using the fake to try and get to the rim. UST trying to get to the basket, to the paint as much as they can. That time, a little too much excitement though from Moore. He gets called for the travel.
Recognizes that they will be no challenge there inside. Last 10 seconds, RC Kalimag calling for the clear out. Hawkins. RC Kalimag, spin move. No good. Escobedo. And that would be it for this third quarter. UST Growling Tigers lead 67-62 against the San Beda Red Lions. We will be back. We're now back for the payoff period in the matchup between the UST Growling Tigers against the San Beda Red Lions. UST lead 67-62. Naveen, on the part of Coach Jap Skuan, what are the adjustments for him to make in order to preserve this 5-point lead and take home the victory in this matchup?
Well, you saw there in the third quarter, UST really made an effort to get the ball in the paint closer to the rim, take further advantage of their size mismatch against San Beda, and that allowed their players to crash the offensive glass. That allowed guys like Osang to get in the paint, to score, and defensive stops. They were able to leak out in transition a few times, get 2-on-1 breaks, 3-on-1 breaks, ice Danting, able to score a few times. But San Beda staying in this contest, getting hot from deep. Going to be an interesting fourth quarter, partner. I'm really curious to see which team steps up and makes winning plays to secure this victory.
Being fielded in here for Coach Japskuan, SJ Moore and Jeremy Robinson, probably one of the more explosive backcourt tandems we've seen here in the Pinoyliga Cup, Next Man Cup. RC Kalimag here, being guarded by Leyland Estacio. Richie Kalimag. Songkuya, 3-point shot, no good. And that possession will go back to the UST Growling Tigers.
Great defensive sequence that time for UST.
9 minutes 36 seconds remaining. Leyland Estacio being bothered by Colin Di Maculangan. Tunkara with that screen. Jeremy Robinson, 14 seconds to shoot. Tunkara inside, having difficulties against Hawkins, but he will be fouled downstairs.
And great patience by Tunkara. A lot of times with the shot clock winding down for a big man, feeling the pressure, smaller guys trying to swipe the ball from him. It's easy to panic, try to put a shot up right away, but that time he repositioned himself, got to the paint, and now shoots free throws.
Tunkara having the height advantage, but let's consider him a project for UST in the coming years. Polish his skills more as he deals in that free throw shot, but there will be a foul called, loose ball foul called.
Look for San Beda maybe to run pistol action with Kalimag here, or another Red Lion.
Delay of the game warning being called there against SJ Moore. Colin Di Maculaban. RC Kalimag. almost losing the ball. Son Kuya, again, another 3-point shot, and that's good.
That's his third try from the top of the key. Finally got the ball to go inside the net.
He has been trying from that spot, and he was rewarded by that shot. Tunkara taking advantage of his height disparity there inside against Hawkins. 70-65 now. UST Growling Tigers 5-point lead against the San Beda Red Cubs. Kalimag gives it to RC. Hawkins with a screen. RC jumper mid-range, no good. Son Kuya offensive rebound. And that's one positive thing that the Red Cubs did earlier, going for that offensive rebounds and producing second chance opportunities like that.
Good shot that time by Kalimag. And, you know, he's not shot shy. He's missed a few of them. He's missed a few contested jumpers. Kept taking them. Kept taking that one after he had just missed one. And sometimes when you're trigger happy like that, it could rub your teammates off the wrong way. But based on the reaction of the Red Lions right now, they want him to get going. They know that perhaps if he gets hot, they can get back in this game, get back into the lead. But let's see if it happens.
One player na nahahawa sa pag-aggressive nitong si RC Kalimag is Hawkins for San Beda. No? He's created some shots and some defensive plays here, as we saw there. Tunkara splattered on the floor.
Wow.
5 seconds inbound violation against the USC Growling Tigers. Silly mistake for the Growling Tigers.
It looked like it might be a foul call on either Hawkins or Tunkara, but instead of 5-second inbound violation, this is San Beda's opportunity to maybe take momentum off this game.
Kalimag brothers now. Richie. RC being bothered by Leila Destasio. Step back, jumper, short. Di makulangan. Second guess and traveled in that possession.
Looks like Colin wasn't sure at the last minute whether he wanted to still let that shot go up or maybe try to drive. Instead, gets called for the travel.
Must commend the defense there by UST in bothering that shot. 7 minutes, 31 seconds remaining. Estasio pull up three, and that's good.
Big time shot by Estasio. First team foul on UST.
Couple of substitutions being made here by Coach Andres Santos. Brian Sahonia and Maynard Sonkuya, or rather number 33. Joe Celso being filled in now. Brian Sahonia. Oh,
Good intentions that time by Sahonia to get the ball to the roller.
ang gigil lang eh. Masyado
Yes.
dun sa pasa.
Masyadong na late lang din si Celso when it comes to rolling to the rim in that sequence.
Wasted opportunity there for the Red Lions. 7 minutes, 2 seconds remaining. Leila Nestasio using the Tunkara pick, but it will be called as an offensive foul as Tunkara move, and we see now Peter Osang being fielded in here by the coaching staff of UST for the last stretch of this exciting game. First of our triple header for this Pinoyliga Cup, next month Cup, Chinese New Year special. RC Kalimag now using that Celso pick. RC Kalimag kicks it out to Richie Kalimag. Richie now. Want to create. Pass to RC. No good. And time will be their enemy there as they ran out of time. Leila Nestasio now for UST. 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining.
Superb defensive sequence for UST. And now Peter Osang back in this contest. He's been playing really well for the Growling Tigers.
That's bad news for Coach Andres Santos and the Red Lions. But he cannot catch a pass there Brian Sahonia looks to create for the Red Lions. 16 seconds to shoot. Sahonia fade away, and Leila Nestasio will pick up that foul against Brian Sahonia.
Time Sahonia looking to score his own basket. He'd been looking for the open man the last few possessions. You know, when you're a multi-talented player like that on offense, when the defense can't really ever predict, are you going to go for the shot or are you going to go for the pass, it makes you so much harder to defend. And that's why a lot of NCAA and San Beda fans should be excited for what Brian Sahonia is going to bring come season 100 for the defending champion.
Being fielded here in this stretch of this match, it's a good move for Coach Andre Santos to field in again Brian Sahonia, who had created for him during the first half, keeping this Red Lions squad afloat. 69-73.
And I wonder if this is going to be the closing lineup for San Beda. Is this their best five that they're going to roll with? Or are we going to see someone like Richie Kalimag back in the contest as Danting? What a move!
Isaac Danting has other plans. Sahonia now would want to create. 3-point shot from the elbow, no good. RC Kalimag skying high but loses the possession. Jeremy Robinson pushing the pace. Peter Osang and Jeremy Robinson seems to have a miscommunication there. Hindi malaman kung Peter Osang nga talaga, seems to be kay Isaac Danting babagsak at the corner.
Exactly. I thought Osang maybe saw an opportunity to attack after receiving the ball in transition, but that was Robinson that time. I think tried to get the ball to the corner to Danting instead.
Peter Osang being over-eager there. Good sign of being competitive. As we see here now, RC Kalimag being sub out. Hamora now being fielded in. Kyle Hamora, who drilled some quality baskets in the first half for San Beda. Albuena now. Celso at the post. Celso. 3-point shot. Good for Brian Sahonia. Instant offense there. Cutting the lead down to 3. 75-72.
And you can see San Beda really running their offense through Sahonia, mostly on ball screen action. Let's see if he can deliver them the goods.
Robinson would want that ball inside to Ash Andrews. Sahonia going all the way, but Peter Osang was there to block that shot. Robinson, Ash Andrews. Peter Osang, 3-point shot. That will be big. He missed it completely. Hamora now. Valbuena. Hamora, Sunkuya up top. 16 seconds to shoot. Sahonia again, 3-point shot, no good. Peter Osang running the break, giving that ball to Danting. And he would be gifted with 2 free throws as he challenged the defense of Brian Sahonia in that drive to the basket.
You're seeing Sahonia now take a lot of attempts from outside. He had made a 3-pointer just a few possessions ago. That time, took maybe a quick 3-pointer, could not get it to go in. And in the possession before where he was blocked by Osang, you have to give credit to Osang for not only blocking the attempt of Sahonia but also keeping the ball in bounds.
Keeping the ball alive. And that's the case for Peter Osang, no? Being the leading candidate, I think, to be the official FSA of UST come the next UAAP season. Albuena now. Peter Osang reaching high. And the coach Jap Skuan telling his boys to slow it down.
This is a closeout opportunity here for UST. If they can score here, they can really put themselves in position to win the game. And a foul is going to be called on San Beda, but not yet in the penalty situation.
Let's see.
And this has been really a fantastic performance out of Peter Osang. He's been defending well, protecting the rim, pushing in transitions, scoring in the paint, providing help defense, even making his free throws. 8 out of 9 from the free throw line today, if I'm not mistaken.
And Coach Jab Stuan would want to talk things over. They have the lead 76-72 UST over SBU. We'll be right back. And we are still here at the ENDERUN colleges, and if you want to still watch our next two games, troop over here at the ENDERUN colleges gym here at McKinley Road in Taguig City. As we see here, we're back in action, fourth quarter, 76-72 UST Growling Tigers leading the San Beda Red Lions. 13 seconds to shoot. Isaac Danting now, waiting the offense for the Growling Tigers. 3-second violation
And
called against UST, against Ash Andrews.
And that's a costly turnover at this time of the game. 3-second violation. Especially considering San Beda was one foul away from being in the penalty.
As I was pointing out earlier in this game, Naveen, lack of communication, in-court communication for the Growling Tigers, sounding them, paying the consequences right now. Sahonia, step back three. Good!
What a shot! Used the step back to get open, was still well defended and knocked it in without much of an arc on his shot. Brian Sahonia has played a superb game today for the Red Lions.
And now Brian
the
Sahonia
takeaway.
stealing the game, stealing the shot there.
The heroics of Sahonia really coming front and center in this game. And UST turning the ball over.
Brian Sahonia, instant firepower here in the fourth quarter. 5 straight points in the last 1 minute or so. 77-76. Lead now to San Beda of that 5-point lead or 5-point play from Brian Sahonia. Sahonia now, hot hands. Celso inside, good two-man play. And don't look now, 3-point lead for the Red Lions.
And
2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining.
Good take that time. But that's a 7-0 run now for the Red Lions partner. And Brian Sahonia has been responsible for that run. First, knocking down a step-back contested three. Then, stealing the ball in transition and scoring in the paint. And then, that time, finding the open man, knowing what kind of coverage the defense was playing.
Brian Sahonia playing a good two-man game. Last possession with Joe Celso. Leila Nestasio drills in the second free throw. 2-point lead for San Beda Red Lions. 2 minutes 30 seconds remaining. Sahonia again. 3-pointer. And that's good! Hot hands for Brian Sahonia.
Brian Sahonia is in a rhythm right now, partner. A rhythm where he probably feels like every shot he takes is going to go in. But at the same time, he's also making the right decisions on the court.
Fielding him in that point is a very excellent move by Coach Andre Santos. Jeremy Robinson forced a 3-point shot. Miss it. Danting now.
Ooh, costly foul. San Beda ahead by 5. Currently in the midst of a 10-0 run in the last 2 minutes, partner. But that's
And
going to be free throws right now
we
for
have,
Ice Danting.
Nice stuff here. Pinoyliga merchandise. We have beautiful t-shirts and hoodies, and you can purchase them over Shopee and Lazada.
This has been a very infuriating collapse, shall we say, by UST. If you're a UST fan, allowing 10 consecutive points, thanks in
And
large part
unanswered points.
to Sahonia's heroics. Now, Danting stops the bleeding for a bit by making that free throw. And if you're the Growling Tigers right here, you have to make sure Sahonia does not get the ball because he is making the right decisions on offense for the Red Lions.
Very
And see-
timely sub there for Sahonia. Again, Sahonia up and under. Good move. Pass to Celso. Nothing there. Leila Nestasio rushing things. What loses the handle?
Ooh.
1 minute 30 seconds remaining.
And guess who comes up with the turnover? Sahonia.
Sahonia,
What a fantastic performance so far
the
in
man
this
of the
fourth
hour for
period.
the Red Lions.
The hero of the game for San Beda if they pull out this win.
12 seconds to shoot. Sahonia now, 2-man game. But he will be assessed a traveling violation. He was waiting for the cutters underneath.
Exactly. He was
But they were really covered by the interior defense of UST at that possession.
He's been making great decisions all game long in the ball screen action.
4-point lead now for San Beda. But Sahonia again bothering Leila Nestasio, disrupting the offense of UST. 1 minute remaining. Let's see.
Coach Kua now
UST
calling a triangle action for the Growling Tigers. We'll see what that play means. But UST badly needs a basket here. Down 4 with a minute left. San Beda is in penalty. Something
14
to take
seconds
note
to
of.
shoot now. Peter Osang. Leila Nestasio. Be the main guy here at the stretch for the Growling Tigers. Drives hard to the basket. And we would want to fish that foul. Was not given by our officials. 82 to 80 now. San Beda Red Lions leading. Ash Andrews Hamora now. Back to RC Kalimag. 37 seconds. 14 seconds to shoot for the Red Lions. RC Kalimag. Back to Celso. Inside but blocked by Peter Osang. Ash Andrews. Danting. No good. Jeremy Robinson against
Wow.
Brian
What a
Sahonia.
sequence. What a sequence for both teams that time. Osang fantastic defense at the rim, protecting it from the Celso layup. On the other end, Danting misses Robinson with the hustle play to get the offensive board. And it's Sahonia holding the ball, keeping him down on the floor before he could go up to potentially tie the game.
Timeout now being called by Coach Andre Santos. 82 to 80. San Beda leads. We will be back.
Pinoyliga Cup number 1. 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 Pinoyliga Cup number 1.
Last 21.4 seconds remaining. San Beda Red Lions up 82 to 80. If you're Coach Jap Skua Naveen, what is running through your mind right now?
Well, first of all, you have to move past the disappointment of giving up a 10-0 run that allowed San Beda to get this lead. And if you're looking to tie this game, you have to go with what's been working, which is to get to the paint, either with Estacio driving in or Osang generating
Isaac
offense.
Danting also.
Exactly. Ice Danting in transition as well. But San Beda's also in penalty situation. And more often than not, you can get free throws by being aggressive. That also stops the clock. There's only 21 and a half seconds left in this game. So if UST potentially can tie this contest at the free throw line with the clock not dwindling down, that could be something good.
7 seconds differential, shot clock and game clock. 21.4 seconds, 14 seconds to shoot. Baseline inbound here for UST Growling Tigers. Let's see. Leila Estacio drives hard against Kalimag, but Celso
Huli!
shutting the door, huli. 7 seconds to shoot. Celso playing a stellar game.
I thought Estacio had a good look from 3 that time but decided to attack instead. Celso though waiting for him. Exactly. Let's see what UST runs here.
7 seconds to shoot now for the Growling Tigers. Jeremy Robinson, Peter Osang, and he will be fouled inside. Has the opportunity to tie the game if he would make these 2 crucial free throws.
And in situations like that, partner, the screener can sometimes be the most dangerous offensive weapon. That time, Awesome providing screens, trying to get his teammates open. And as the defense is scrambling, trying to get their assignments right, he cuts to the rim, gets the pass, has a height advantage, can't convert the layup, but now has a chance to tie this contest at the free throw line where he has been accurate today, 8 out of 9.
He caught there, Peter Osang caught the interior defense of San Beda napping. Getting that ball. Let's see. Peter Osang has done good from the free throw line this game. First free throw. That's good. 81-82 San Beda.
And again, take note where he's shooting his free throws from. Not from the middle of the foul line, but all the way to the right side. He is a lefty, and that's probably where he's most comfortable.
Kanya-kanyang ano lang yan, preferences no? Mga players. There can be weird ones, there can be more or less regular ones. And he ties this game. Time out. Andre Santos and the San Beda Red Lions. This will be an exciting last 16.2 seconds. We will be right back. .82 all, 16.2 seconds remaining in this Chinese New Year special of the Pinoyliga Cup Next Man Cup, presented to us by the Shawarma Shack. Nangangamoy overtime tayo na Vin. Let's see what San Beda has in its bag.
Yes, partner, 16 seconds left. If you're San Beda, 2 very important things to take note of. 1, as much as possible, you want to get the last shot of this game. 2, under no circumstance should you foul UST if you do miss an early shot on a rebound or on a broken play. Because San Beda's in the penalty. And the last thing you want to do is give UST a chance to win this game at the foul line.
Baseline inbound now, 15 seconds. Brian Sahonia, the man of the hour for the Red Lions, creating the offense. Son Kuya providing that screen. Brian Sahonia, 6 seconds, 4 seconds. Peter Osang giving up that foul.
Good
We have
foul.
the luxury, good foul there.
Good foul by Osang. UST had 1 foul to give, and now San Beda will call timeout again.
Timeout now. San Beda Red Lions with the last 3 seconds remaining. We will be right back.
Pinoyliga Cup number 1. 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 Pinoyliga Cup number 1.
Last 3 seconds of this highly contested match. We have a tie here. Deadlock at 82. San Beda Red Lions with the possession. Let's see if how this possession will go. RC Kalimag, the inbounder. He'll be joined by Sungkuya, Celso, Ryan Sahonya, and Richie Kalimag.
Here we go, partner.
Sahonya, 3-point shot from the corner. No good. And we will go into overtime.
Great attempt by Sahonya. Even used the pump fake to get a better looking look from the corner to potentially win the game. And the ball look on point, just a little too strong. And we get 5 extra minutes of action, partner.
5 extra minutes to dispute and settle this one. Nabati natin yung mga bed and friends natin, no? Spencer Carumba, Peter Royce Caronan, Vince Agaran, and Aisha Recinto, who are watching our coverage today. And we will be right back for the overtime period. Headed by UST GROWLING Tigers, 3 wins and 1 loss. Beda Red Lions, who wins 1 loss. CSB Blazers even at 2 wins and 2 losses together with their brother school TLSU Green Archers, 2 wins and 2 losses apiece. SDCA Pikemen, 1 win and 2 losses. Adamson Soaring Falcons, 1 win and 2 losses. And we will see in the first time ENDERUN Titans later.
Exactly.
Third game for this triple header.
So the winner of this contest will have lead of Group A in the standings.
RC Kalimag taking charge there, no good. Richie on the other hand tries that reverse against Peter Osang, but Peter Osang will be called for that foul.
And that's now a few times consecutively dating back to the end of the 4th quarter where San Beda has crashed the offensive glass, taken advantage of Osang going up a little bit in the paint to contain the ball handler. That time, Kalimag takes advantage.
See now, Hinda Tongkara getting himself ready to be fielded in. Kalimag, no good. Second free throw. Leila Estacio. 1-point lead now for San Beda, 83 to 84. 4 minutes 37 remaining in overtime. Estacio going left, switches hands, but Isaac Danting was there for the cleanup.
And
Gives UST a 1-point lead, 84 to 83.
And once again, UST crashing the offensive glass, taking advantage of those openings to secure easy points.
RC Kalimag. Forward pass to Jeremy Robinson all the way for UST GROWLING Tigers, 86 to 83. Binabati natin mga kaibigan natin sa UST. IPEA head Professor
Defense leads to offense in that last possession for the GROWLING Tigers. Let's see if San Beda can answer.
Mga kaibigan natin, Professor Jerome Porto of the IPEA, nanonood ngayon. RC Kalimag missing that free throw or 3-point shot. UST gaining momentum right now, 86 to 83. 3 minutes 35 seconds remaining. Brian Sahonya. Binabalik ngayon ni Coach Andre Santos.
And interestingly enough, Sahonia has not been present the last few possessions for San Beda. It's been up to the Kalimags to create offense and hasn't worked out so far. So maybe if Sahonia can control the ball again, that could help San Beda's offense out, because UST once again building a lead here with the chance to escape with this victory.
Jeremy Robinson off to Leyland Isaaccio. 5 seconds to shoot. 3-point shot. No good. Celso, power rebound. RC Kalimag pushing the tempo. Waiting for his friends. Celso. Oh! Kalimag to RC. Richie rather. Leyland Estacio.
Just not a good last few possessions on offense for San Beda.
Pamasay. Unog na 3-point shot from the corner from Isaac Danting. Pushing the lead now for UST to 6. 89 to 83. Timeout ang sabi ni Andre Santos at ng San Beda Red Lions. We will be back. And we're back in this exciting game in the ENDERUN College's gym over here at McKinley Hill, Taguig, for the Pinoyliga Cup Next Man Cup, presented to us by the Shawarma Shack. 2 minutes 48 seconds remaining. UST leads 89-83 over San Beda.
Yeah, partner, last time around against De La Salle University, Ice Danting hit the big 3-pointers in the fourth quarter to ice the contest against DLSU. This time, a big 3-pointer from the corner, putting UST ahead 89 to 83 with 2 minutes 48 seconds left in OT. Perhaps he has iced this game as well, but we can't count San Beda out yet.
His name,
Take,
ice in his veins.
exactly. Take note, late in the fourth quarter, Brian Sahonia pushed a 10-0 run for San Beda, and that allowed San Beda to take advantage and put them in OT in this game. Let's see what he does to get the Red Lions back.
Sahonia now being faced by Jeremy Robinson. Circus shot there, but he will be called for that offensive foul as he warded off that drive to create space. Crucial turnover there for San Beda Red Lions.
Yes, solid job by UST and defense this overtime period, limiting San Beda to one shot per possession the last few trips down on offense for the Red Lions, and staying in front of their assignments on defense.
Tonkara Ogwork cooks that shot. 2 minutes 9 seconds remaining. San Beda now. Kalimag. Sahonia on top. Double screen up top there. RC Kalimag corner 3. No good. Leyland Estacio. Ash Andrews pushing the pace against Sahonia, using the back. No good. Tonkara kicks it out to Ice Danting. Robinson.
And good decision by UST to melt the clock a little bit more here.
Robinson 3-point shot on top. No good. Tonkara.
And that's going to go against UST,
Tonkara push off.
which means free throws for San Beda.
They're in penalty now. It's his fourth personal foul for Hinda Tonkara.
So this is a big break here for San Beda if Celso can make his free throws, because the clock's not moving. There's 1.5 left in this overtime period, 1.5 minutes I should say. And this is an opportunity to put points on the board without that clock moving. But these are crucial free throws coming up.
Celso playing quality game with that two-man game going with Brian Sahonia early in regulation.
Wow!
This is big.
A technical foul.
Bench of UST Growling Tigers being assessed a technical foul for resentment to a call. They've been warned earlier.
That's the second time this game the UST bench has been assessed a technical foul. First one was an assistant coach early in the first half. And we mentioned putting points on the board for San Beda without the clock moving. Sahonia makes the technical free throw. They might get back in this game.
Still have a ball game, only 5-point
Exactly.
lead.
UST again has to keep its composure in the late minutes.
Yun na lang yung parang kulang eh. Kanina, they're up 10, then
Yeah, they were up 77-72 with about a little below 4 minutes to go.
the 10-0 blast there
Exactly.
by San Beda.
They allowed the
Led by
10-0 run.
Sahonia.
Exactly.
And this guy on the free throw, Celso.
And now, here they are, up 6. Possibly, yes, 3 straight points for San Beda at the foul line without the clock moving. And suddenly, it's a one-possession game.
1 minute 34 seconds remaining for UST. 3-point lead. Jeremy Robinson directing traffic. Gives it back to Ice Danting. Ice Danting using the Tongkara screen but lost that
Ooh.
possession
Crucial error by Isaac Danting.
to Balbuena. Back to Sahonia. Thought about the 3. Sahonia now. Using that Celso pulled up jumper off the glass. And now
Well, it's a holiday partner like you said, but the bank is
The bank
open
is
on a
open.
holiday.
and
And it's a one-point game.
San Beda knocking at the door of UST now. 89-88.
Very interesting here
Tasio.
that Peter Osang hasn't come back in this contest.
Ash Andrews forcing that one inside. Balik ngayon sa mga naputi ng Mendiola ang possession. Sahonia. Celso, 2-man game. Doing wonders. No good 3-point attempt.
Oh,
Tongkara,
crucial
costly.
error.
Turnover. Dribbling violation. Technical foul against number 25, Einardson Kuya. And it will send, I think, Isaac Danting, who will take the technical free throw.
Exactly.
Chance for them to get that breathing space with this 1-point lead from the boys of Mendiola.
Osang back in the contest now for the Growling Tigers. When he left earlier, UST was ahead by 6. And since then, it's been 5 straight points for San Beda, aided by those free throws, of course. Danting goes to the line, makes a big, big charity 2-point game. High-scoring game so far today,
Yes.
partner. It's been very entertaining.
Ice in his veins there for Isaac Danting.
UST can get a 2-for-1 here if they get a shot up soon.
Last 37 seconds, 2-point lead for the Growling Tigers of UST. Isaac Danting now back to Estacio. 28 seconds remaining.
And they want the clear out for Estacio.
Peter Osa providing the screen. Rose in the middle, but Robinson pulls up that jumper.
What a
and
shot!
makes a crucial jumper from the baseline. 92-88. UST now up. Kalimag 3-point shot from the elbow. No good. There will
And
be
that is a foul.
called against.
That's on San Beda, if I'm not
That's-
mistaken. Yes.
Joe Celso being called for that foul. And that's his 5th and disqualifying foul. Kudos here to Joe Celso. He played well, creating a good 2-man game with Brian Sahonia.
So interestingly, partner, Peter Osang now going to the free throw line where he is, I believe, 10 out of 11, including those 2 free throws that made this game go to overtime to begin with. Ooh, big miss, but you know, UST's up 4, 7 seconds left.
Make this, and the game is theirs.
Yes, Robinson though, that shot earlier was
Tough shot.
humongous. Clutch as it gets.
5-point lead now for UST. Last 7.2 seconds. Halbuena now. 3-point shot.
Oh, that's a terrible foul in that situation.
Ice Danting committing that foul.
So here's why that's a horrible foul, partner. Again, the clock stops. 5-point game.
3 free throws.
Exactly. And he makes the first. So if he makes the second here, that would cut the lead to 3. And then he can maybe purposely miss the third. And then
the
try to get the
possession.
offensive rebound and give San Beda a puncher's chance. Yes, and I think that's what Coach Andre just told Buena here, to miss the third free throw.
But that's a violation
exactly.
there. Free throw violation. 3-point lead for UST. 2.4 seconds remaining. Let's see.
If UST can get this ball inbounded cleanly, that might secure the victory for them.
Stasher to Robinson.
Yes.
And he will be fouled there by RC Kalimag as time runs out. Both teams are in the penalty. Jeremy Robinson can ice the game. 0.2.
0.2 seconds left. Will be put in, or rather, yes, 0.2 seconds left will be put on the clock.
Jeremy Robinson would try to ice this ball game for the UST Growling Tigers. With these 2 free throws, 2 crucial free throws
And
to give them breathing space.
And the UST bench wants Robinson to make both free throws. Of course, Koshen still into play here in this tournament.
That was short. The first one was short.
Great game
Robinson.
for Robinson today, including the clutch shot, which
Clutch
served as the
baseline
dagger.
jumper.
Exactly.
4-point lead now. 0.3 seconds remaining. Let's see.
And that should do it.
That would be it for our first game. The UST Growling Tigers escaping with a 94-90 decision against the San Beda Red Lions. Hard-fought match up for this first game of your Pinoyliga Cup, Next Man Cup. Went into overtime, and in the end, the UST Growling Tigers snatching and taking home that win for this game. And let's wait for both teams now for the singing of their own respective school hymns. Daming bayani dito, no, for UST Growling Tigers. Ice Danting over the stretch during that overtime run. And particularly Jeremy Robinson, who iced the game. Let's listen to the school hymns of both schools.
player of the game, finishing with 20 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals from the UST Growling Tigers, Leland Estacio.
And it's 94-90 final score for the UST Growling Tigers against the San Beda Red Lions. We have Leland Estacio with an all-around performance as player of the game, 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 9 assists, coupled it with 2 steals, and later on he will be joined by our own CJ Ang. For the post-game interview. Leland Estacio, 20 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals. Doing it for the UST Growling Tigers, who carve out a very exciting 90 victory here. And let's see the standings of the Pool B for the Pinoyliga Cup Next Man Cup. UB Brahmans 3-0, EAC Generals and Mapua Cardinals 2 wins, 1 loss apiece. Arellano Chiefs 2 wins, 2 losses. UP Fighting Maroons 1 win, 1 loss. Lyceum University Pirates 1 win, 3 losses, and the University of Perpetual Helpinian Saints still looking forward for that win with 0 and 3. And we're still waiting for our best player of the ball game, Leland Estacio from the UST Growling Tigers. As we await, we will have the Mapua Cardinals against the University of Batangas Brahmas. And let's see now, we'll turn you over to the beautiful CJ Ang together with our best player of the ball game, Leland Estacio from the UST Growling Tigers.
Mga kalika, kasama natin ngayon ng Antbox best player of the game from the UST Growling Tigers, Leland Estacio, with 20 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds, and 2 steals. Leland, it was a very close game. You were leading, but San Beda puts on a hell of a fourth quarter to force overtime. What did Coach Japs Kuan tell the team to get over the humps and win here in the overtime?
He just kept telling us it was about effort, defensively and offensively. So we've showed it on the court, and that's what helped us, grind back to force an overtime and get the win.
Leland, is there someone you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to my mom and my dad. I miss you guys. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, CJ and Leland Estacio. Overall performance there, 20 points for Leland Estacio, leading the University of Santo Tomas Growling Tigers 94-90 against this gritty San Beda University squad. Unang laro pa lamang po nitong Pinoyliga Cup, Next Man Cup for this Chinese New Year special. May dalawa pa po tayong susunod, and on behalf of Navinggang Lani, ito po si Coach Chris King de la Cruz. Magbabalik lang po kami in a short while.